All right, let's get you in focus in frame. I wanted to talk about the Bill Burr thing, but also this is an important issue too about the hostile work environment of Disney. And like I said before, people think, oh, if Disney or major corporations got less woke, they would get destroyed on Twitter. Yes, but it's not that Twitter is driving the narrative left. Disney is 100% on board with the globalist agenda. They are further left than Twitter, but Twitter's the public face, and you think, oh, Twitter's the real left wing. They're who controls the narrative. Not a chance. Disney could ignore Twitter, and their products would sell just the same. There'd be almost no difference. Right, Disney has become less fun, and I know these left-wingers on Twitter go, oh, you're just an incel man, baby chats. Oh, wee. No, it's not that people aren't outraged about Disney. They're just, it's not really fun anymore. It doesn't feel fun anymore. It feels like you've just taken the wind out of our sails, and next Disney comes out with new shows. It's like, I don't care. They keep taking masks off, and you see these goblins underneath, and each mask is worse and worse. I guess we really should have woken up when the James Gunn thing happened, and that's a tough one because people really like him and they like his work, but I read the things he said. Holy cow. A normal company would have just said, we can find somebody else. This is really weird. I don't think he hurts children. I wouldn't go that far. I think there's something wrong in his brain where he loves the dopamine hits from attention by saying the most outrageous stuff, and he probably got addicted to it. I think there's just a little glitch in his brain. Like, people see these kind of things, they go, oh, this guy's a child, whatever. I don't think so. I think that's a whole different thing. This is just, the things he says are just like attention getting. I get the feeling like he was probably, I don't know, picked last for sports kind of things. So, and the thing is, he's a big, important Hollywood guy. It's like nobody's going to take him aside and say, dude, the things you're saying, it's too much. You can say one edgy joke. You can make one rape joke a year, maybe. But making a joke about kids, that's like, probably don't want to do that ever. Okay, so this guy, you got to be familiar with Bill Burr, and I saw him in Beaver. He had a little bit in the beginning. He's a very funny guy, but comedians, part of the expectation is that they're going to be stand-up people. They're going to have the balls to go there. They're going to be the court gesture of the nation where they need to say the things that need to be said as a pressure release valve. And to find out that they're not doing that, it's just, it takes the excitement away from any future project of Bill Burr. You look at him and go, oh, you're fake. You're totally fake. There's nothing to you. There's no core to you. It's like a honk pill moment, a red pill moment, learning. Count Dankula was a red pill moment for a lot of people where he made some funny little joke with his dog. And, really the dog's to blame, not him. And that wasn't a big deal. What was a big deal was not enough comedians stood up for him, like openly, loudly standing up for him and saying, yeah, this is fine. It's either it's all okay or it's not okay. That was the red pill moment. Not that he made some joke. Is that nobody stood up for him. Not enough people stood up. And there was like one or two comedians who stood up for him. Or when Sarah Silverman came out and suddenly all her decades of earlier comedy are verboten because of this current thing. So it's like, are you standing up for the principles of free expression, free speech? Either it's all on the table or it's not. No, absolutely not. She bent over immediately and backed down. Said, oh, well, so every joke now has got to be blonde man bad. We can only make fun of certain groups. And they introduced this concept of punching up, punching down, which is doesn't make a whole lot of sense unless you're talking exclusively about wealthy public figures and celebrities and politicians. It's like, okay, you want to attack them, but it kind of limits your comedy. She had a Jesus is Magic special where she sang the N-word song. It's like a 3-minute bit. And now she wants to shut down free speech. That's another red pill moment. Then Sacha Baron Cohen came out and did a speech to the ADL. He says, oh, we're going to have to censor people. We can't allow criticism of Israel. That's completely off limits. Are you fucking kidding me? What the hell happened to you? That's a bridge too far. Everything else is totally fine, but that's a bridge too far. It's like learning that there's no core to these people. There's no backbone. They will just say or do anything to get paid. Okay, so this is the second time. What he actually said. This is the second time he brought it up. And the first time he was just a total cuck pussy. And the second time he goes, I was saying it the other day about Gina Carano. It's like, look, you can say that her tweet was stupid or clumsy or whatever, but the reaction to it, to me, was so crazy that I was like, guys, this is going to be a thing you look back on. President George Bush has been called the devil. Yeah. Now people are like, who's that? That old lesbian blonde chick who had a TV show was, I don't know, sitting down at a basketball game with him and Oprah Winfrey and Ellen DeGeneres or something. He goes on Kimmel and he kicks back and he gets applause breaks and everybody goes, he's kind of cute. Later states, and they're going to be doing the same with half of these canceled people and going, shit, man, sorry about that last 8 years. It brings it back to Carano from Pee Wee Herman. Says, it's a weird time. I don't know. I kind of, unless she did some truly horrible shit, I don't know. If you make like a bad comparison, if you come off like Joe trying to find where Atlanta is compared to New York, that's not homophobic. That's just ignorant. Dude, that's not enough. You're a comedian. You're supposed to go there. You're supposed to, okay, no. You can be whatever you want to be, but I think people are going to look at you now and like they're expecting you to have balls, and you just came out and said, nope, not going to do it. I have no balls whatsoever. So this girl, who you go, she's got family money, she's going to be fine. Bill Burr is going to be fine. I'm reading the comments in this thing, and the people are going, they don't want to get fired by Disney. They don't want to get... He's got tons of money. It's a difference between somebody, some celebrity being worth $50 million and being worth $60 million at the end of their life if Disney doesn't blacklist them. Disney's this 800-pound gorilla where they go, Disney's like, say they're 20% of the VOD market, and you don't want to get blacklisted. You don't want to get blacklisted by Disney, but technically you'd be fine if the other companies would hire you. But it's like, well, Amazon would probably be, other companies would also be scared of you because they don't want to, like, even if they're competitors with Disney, they don't want to get on the wrong side of Disney because you never know what the future may hold. So it's like, really, if you're blacklisted by Disney, it's not just like 20% of the market, it's more like 90% of the market. And the market that would have you would be, I don't know, it'd be real risky. Or for like a stand-up comedy club to allow you to do your thing there, it would be like, well, they're going to get blasted on Twitter because you stood up for someone who stood up against violence. All she said, her tweet was, don't go down the same road that they went down 80 years ago. That was it. That was her tweet. She didn't mention conservatives, or she didn't mention anything other than this. It's like, this is the tweet. Don't go down the same road. Don't be manipulated by the media to hate your neighbor. Anyway, so yeah, I don't know. You're not an edgy comedian, but people expected something of you. And it's like they find out there's nothing to you. You're just fluff. You're just hot air. You'll say anything to get paid. It's like, how much, say you're worth $40 million, how much more do you need? Like, what price is here's the thing, it's like, how much are they going to pay you to suck mouse cock? Okay, for the next 20 years of your working career, it's like, that's another few $10 million. I think this kind of stuff is going to bite you in the back. It's like, nobody stood up for Gina Carano. Nobody. So some movie comes out and they go, so Tom Cruise is making some movie, and I think it would have been nice if he made some tweet about Gina standing up for free expression, standing up for a chick who's breaking into acting. I look at him and go, he didn't. It just takes some of the wind out of the sail, especially for a comedian who's got a reputation for, I don't know, having balls. I don't know, it's not exactly being edgy, but it's having something. I'm not sure the phrase for it. And then you find out, there's nothing to him. He's just a pussy. I wonder if this avoidance and just bending over and getting raped by Disney is it worth the money you're going to make from Disney in the future if people look at you and go, you know what, I don't want to see Bill Burr ever again in anything. He was on the show with her. He can't support her because he's scared of Disney. It's like, oh, okay, was he like a struggling young actor? He's like, he's not worth anything. He's got no money. No, he's worth $40 million. Well, fuck him. Fucking gutless coward pussy. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, guys. I guess I'm going to have to age restrict this because I think I'm in trouble.